Hello, and welcome to the darker side of Route 66. I'm Natalie, and I travel with Rob up and down Route 66, and tonight we're going to tell you some of the history, urban legends, and ghost stories of the town of Oatman on Route 66. So, a little bit of history about Oatman is its name. So, the Oatman town, as well as the Oatman restaurant, is named after the Oatman family, specifically Olive Oatman. She was a young lady who was part of a family who was traveling west. And back then you would be in a whole team of wagons. Well, the team of wagons was going to stay put for a little while, and they didn't want to. The father said, no, we're going to push forward alone. And so they did. And they were attacked by Indians. And it's the Oatman Massacre here in Arizona. Now, they killed everyone in the family except 2 daughters and 1 son. The son was left for dead. So the 2 daughters, the Indians took with them, and they traded them to another tribe. And the youngest sister, she wasn't very tough, and she did die. But Olive Oatman, she was tough. They ended up tattooing her chin, showing that she was traded, and almost like a slave. Now, her brother, who I said was left for dead, was found by the military, the cavalry, and when he got well, he wanted to go and find his sisters. And they did. They went and they rescued his sister, Olive Oatman. And that's kind of what this town is based on or named after. The miner who founded this town had 2 mines. One he named after himself, and one after Olive. So welcome to the mine of Oatman. So in 1863, Johnny Moss found 2 metal mines in the Black Mountains. He named one after himself, like I said, and the other after Oatman, which is the town is named after. So in 1921, most of the town burnt to the ground, except for the Oatman Hotel. The mine was lucrative and did continue to mine until World War II, when, because other metals were needed, they closed the gold mine. Hi, and welcome. We are at the Oatman Hotel, and I just want to tell you an urban legend about an Irishman who was a miner here, and he had a heavy drinking problem. And it turned out his family had passed away before they made it to America, and this really made him even more distraught. So he became a much heavier drinker, and he would drink and mine and drink and mine, and he basically just spent his life to drink. Well, one night he had way too much to drink, and he went out back and he fell asleep and never woke up. So there's many urban legends and ghost stories that he actually haunts one of the rooms here. His name is Odie, is what they call him, and he moves things. He pulls the blankets off the beds. So if you happen to come here, you might want to listen and look closely, because you might see the ghost of Odie. So I'd like to tell you another tale that is told here at Oatman. It's about Howdy and his trusted burro Pearl. She was ghost white when she was alive, and they were never seen without each other. They would go to the mine together, come to town together, and all those salespeople here in Oatman and the merchants and the people who would buy his gold would smile when they see him because they were just so sweet. Well, one day They came in and picked up supplies and off they went back to their mine. But a few days later, Pearl came back into town alone. She was running up and down the streets, baying and seeking, almost like saying, "Hey, come with me, help me, I need help." And then she ran back off into the mountains, and nobody saw her again, except a few years later, people started seeing the specter of a white donkey going up and down the streets, baying and seeking. And they think it is the ghost of Pearl still looking for her trusted master, Howdy, who she still hasn't found. So if you come here to Oatman, you'll need to keep an eye out because you might see a white burro looking for her miner. Hi, and welcome to our haunted wrap-up. We wanted to take a minute after our adventure to kind of sum up and discuss how things went, what we found, what we didn't find, anything that we might have missed. So we did go to Oatman, which was super amazing. Everybody was super nice, and it's just an incredible location. We really enjoyed telling you the stories, the urban legends, that we've heard about Oatman. Oatman is a living ghost town. What a ghost town technically is a town that grew big enough that it got its own post office. And once the population dwindles to a certain point, the post office closes. And that is the official point when a town becomes a ghost town. So Oatman technically has a post office, and so it is not a real ghost town because there's still enough people there that they get their own mail. But it is very historic. It is, it is mostly the original buildings. As I said before, I believe it was 1921 that it burnt down. So, it's still very old even in those terms. I also wanted to discuss that we are not ghost hunters. We are not out doing EVPs and talking to ghosts and things like that. We are respectful skeptics, and we are going to start a series where we discuss different techniques, maybe talk to some ghost hunters. We would love to go with some ghost hunting groups to see how they do a ghost hunting event. So if you know anybody or are part of a ghost hunting team, please contact us, leave us comments. We would love to meet you. We have questions. We would give you all of our questions ahead of time, so that way we're not looking to ambush anybody. We're not wanting to pick a fight or be argumentative. We honestly have questions about some of the techniques and equipment, and just would love to have somebody to ask. So as you saw in our Oatman video, we did not really ghost hunt. We just wanted to share our experience and the stories that we've heard. So if you know of any other ghost towns or haunted places you would like us to visit, we'd be happy to go. And with that, I just want to wish you a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys next time.